Righto, what's happening with interest rates? I'd fallen asleep because I thought the Governor of the Reserve Bank said we're not raising them until 2024.
24, flat until 24.
Shane Wright, Senior Economics Correspondent for The Age and the Sydney Morning Herald. Shane, good morning to you.
Good morning, gentlemen.
So, is the RBA going to stick to that promise of 2024?
They think they are, but the last time the Reserve Bank said it was going to do something, it ended up going the opposite direction. So the RBA gets things wrong, and like that was in 2018, 2019. And a lot of people are starting to put money on the cards saying, no, rates are going to go up and they're going to go up sooner. And they're going to go up relatively quickly, which for anyone in Melbourne who's decided to take on a mortgage that no one could jump over, it's a bit scary.
So, Shane, is the threat of inflation around this as well?
Yeah, that is all about it. But it's part of it because we are seeing a lift in inflation, and that's partly because you can't, like the global supply chain system has broken down because so many people have so much money, and that includes this country here. You've got the cash rate at 0.1. Josh Frydenberg's running a budget deficit of $100 billion. Tim Pallas is running a huge budget deficit as well. The Reserve Bank, apart from having the cash rate at 0.1, is creating $4 billion a week to pump into the financial system. There is a lot of cash floating around, and the whole idea is to get the economy growing fairly quick, which means you get a bit of inflation. So you get to this key point that the RBA Governor, Phil Lowe, got to yesterday, saying interest rates going up, that's a good thing. That means the economy's on the mend. But that's not quite the story that Scott Morrison and Josh Frydenberg want to quite run at the moment.
I don't quite know. I have no understanding of what the cash rate translates to. You say it's 0.1 at the moment. The Reserve Bank signalling it wants to get to 2.5. If the cash rate is 2.5, what are Murray and Martha paying on their home loan?
If it goes from... So the cash rate translates into an average mortgage rate of about 2.3, 2.4 at the moment. So add 2.4 onto that, you're a bit shy of 5%.
Okay.
If you've got an average mortgage, the Victorian new average mortgage at the moment is $634K. You're going to add, if you increase the cash rate by 2.5 percentage points, that translates into about $900 a month more.
About 12 grand a year.
Yeah, and that's it. You've got to work
after
out
after tax dollars,
post tax, and you've got to work out whether if your boss is going to give you a pay rise to get you to that point, or you're going to stop that everyday Mars bar that you've been having to try and save a bit of money.
So, Shane, on the rumour file, we heard that individuals paid $2,000 as a sign-on fee to work in a pizza shop.
That was the rumour file this morning. It's true. Yeah. In Sydney, a sign-on bonus, $2 grand to work in a pizza joint.
Right. So, therefore, wages. So, what's going to come first here? Increase in wages, increase in inflation, increase in interest rates? Well,
inflation's up a little bit. If the Reserve Bank gets its way, it will see wages go up. It wants, and this is one of the, before we all heard that word COVID, the Reserve Bank, its stated aim was to try and get wages growing at 3% or so. It hasn't been, like we're at 1.7. We'll get some new figures today which show it probably closer to 2. But we are most people are a long way from having enjoyed a fairly sizable pay increase, say of 3 or 4% per annum over a long stretch of time.
Like a decade, right?
That's the early 2000s. Yeah, that's pre-GFC. That's what they want to get back to.
Okay,
and it's interesting why you've mentioned the $2,000 sign-on bonuses. This is what's coming back. Companies aren't willing to increase your pay. They'll pay you an upfront to get you on, but they don't want to lock it in. And the RBA is saying, no, we want you to get people to get maybe $10 a day or $20 a day more all through their working life.
Good on you, Shane. Nice to chat with him. I enjoy talking to him. Shane Wright, Senior Economics Correspondent for The Age.